Today, Busby and I are on the, get my directions right, I think it is the west section of Greenbelt Forest Preserve. I think there's an east section and a west section, and we usually go on the east section, and I think this is the west section. Now watch, and it could be north and south for all I know. But anyway, a friend yesterday was telling me on Facebook, who knows this forest preserve better than I do, says that the east section on the east side of Green Bay Road, where we usually walk, its watershed flows to the Mississippi, whereas this side, the west section of Green Bay Road, flows to the Atlantic Ocean. And I guess there's a sign about that in one of the trails here that I never bothered to read. I just thought that was rather interesting, that on one side of the street here, the watershed goes to the Mississippi River. Oh, there comes a mower. And the west side of Green Bay Road, the watershed flows to the Atlantic Ocean. Interesting little spot of geography I live in. Bye. Over on this side there are ponds also. I'm just really happy that we have discovered different places. We've been more adventurous this summer and have ventured out to parks we've never been to and forest preserves we've never been to, right here in our own area, own city really. Although this forest preserve, Greenbelt, is on the border between Waukegan and North Chicago. Now, for those who don't know, when I say North Chicago, I don't mean north of Chicago, even though we are north of Chicago. It is a city named North Chicago, which borders Waukegan on its south side. Well, I thought we would get a better view of the pond. If we do eventually, I'll turn you guys back on. Bye. Here you can get kind of a glimpse of it. This would make a pretty picture. I'm going to turn the camera off and take one. Bye. Ah, here we are. Pretty. We're making our way around. We were peeking through the other side when we filmed last. I have to say, I think the charm of Lyons Woods is just that. It's a wood. It has great tall oak trees. But I think there's a lot more charm here at Greenbelt, and that they've got big tall trees, maybe not oak forests per se, although over on the other side there's kind of an oak grove. But over here there's more ponds, more water. Lyons Woods really does not have any water to speak of except for that old creek that we walk through the trees to look for Bigfoot footprints every once in a while. So I really think I prefer Greenbelt. Of course, it's farther away. Okie doke. Unless I see anything else spectacularly lovely, I shall see you later. I think I just came upon this is the sign my friend was talking about on Facebook yesterday that I had never read. Well, we'd never been here to see it. That's where I am, the green dot. And this is the mid-continent divide that we're on. And the west side of Greenbelt watershed flows towards the Mississippi, and the east would flow toward the Atlantic Ocean, I guess. That's what it says. This close to Lake Michigan, water often flows to the east into the lake and eventually out to the Atlantic Ocean. Greenbelt straddles the mid-continent divide. Rain falling to the east of Green Bay Road flows through the Great Lakes out to the Atlantic. Rain falling west of the road flows through the Chicago River to the Mississippi and then into the Gulf of Mexico. Interesting. One reason Greenbelt was purchased by the Lake County Forest Preserves was to protect the headwaters of the East Fork of the North Branch of the Chicago River. Interesting. All these little educational things. Cool. Well, Busby, this is the way for the long path. Is that really what we're going to do? You're going to take the long path? Don't blame me. This is your choice. He's really going this way because the lawnmower is over there, standing between us and the parking lot. So he feels forced to go on the long walk.